For the last 2 years, I got more than 400 agency customers using my sales CRM. Some of them were lead generation agencies, others were marketing ones, but over time I noticed the pattern of the most successful agencies and from the least successful. In this video, we'll go through the different points that make a good and bad agency. We'll talk about pricing, processes, hiring, and everything that can impact your agency growth. Alright guys, so the first learning is that the moneymaker agencies are hyper specialized in one thing. So what it means is that if I give you some examples, typically they will do LinkedIn ghostwriting for B2B startup founders or X ghostwriting for B2B startup founders. They won't do both. They won't do like content marketing and do a bunch of videos and a bunch of posts. They will do only one thing. The same here. Agency offer number 2, LinkedIn outreach for digital businesses making at least 100K per month. And so they don't do lead generation, they're not a lead generation agency on the global aspect. They just don't do like cold emailing and a bunch of LinkedIn and a bunch of cold calling. No, they just do LinkedIn outreach and that's it. Then if I show you another offer, YouTube videos for B2B SaaS. So it's not a video agency where they do like shorts, where they do long form, where they want to repurpose your blog post into different stuff. No, it's only one thing. So within the niche of videos, they only do YouTube videos for a specific audience. This is B2B SaaS here. And the final offer I wanted to show you quickly, this is also another example, is a CRM implementation or CRM migration, and then they do some advisory in this. And so you can do a lot of stuff when it comes to advising companies on the sales processes. But here it's only related to CRM, which is a niche in itself. By the way, guys, if you want to see in details everything, like all my analysis of the whole thing, like you can just check out this video that you can see right now on the screen. Then we can go to learning number 2. So learning number 2 is that they have low churn. So those agencies, they have low churn because they picked something that doesn't churn a lot by nature. Let's stop just a second on this one, because sometimes when I'm talking with agencies, they have like great acquisition. So every month they're getting new clients. So things are going well. But when you ask them about the churn rate, they're like, oh yeah, man, but usually typically after the first 3 months retainer, like people they're churning. That's pretty much about it. And so every 3 months they have to get new clients, which is very painful. And most of the time it's agencies that don't have a clear ICP. That's why the niche is so important. But also it's because they haven't picked a niche that by nature doesn't churn a lot. So I'm gonna show you some niches where it's low churn offers essentially. So typically you have content agencies. Again, you really have to niche down within content. So just don't do like a bunch of Instagram posts, a bunch of LinkedIn, only pick one social. But what I mean is that people always need to post out new content. So when you're building a personal brand, it's a long-term play. It's not something that you want to cut after just 2 months or 3 months. So usually if you've made your job right as an agency owner that is doing content, you will make the person understand that it's a game that compounds over time and that only works if you're consistent, meaning that if you have a streak on LinkedIn or X or whatever. The second example I have for you guys is like CRM data care. So if you don't know what CRM data care is basically the fact of cleaning the data in a CRM, because every year about 20% of your CRM data gets outdated. So very large companies, and the richest ones by the way, so you will be able to charge a lot of money, they will need to have cleaning of the CRM to update the leads with the new contact info every single month. So not only you can charge one-time fee for this, but you can also charge maintenance fees when it comes to making sure the system is running smoothly and that the leads are getting updated every month. Alright guys, so learning number 3 is that they have a strong social presence. All of them, all those agency founders that have the agencies growing super rapidly, they all are building a personal brand. So if we take the example of Tommy, so Tommy is running a content marketing agency specifically related to LinkedIn. This guy was super smart because about like 10 months ago, 11 months actually, I think this is the first video that popped for him, he started to post LinkedIn videos to teach people how to leverage LinkedIn content. And by doing this, he's basically getting a shit ton of leads. like inbound leads to him. But also another example in another niche is Michel Liban from Call IQ. You see he has quite a lot of followers on LinkedIn, but when he was at about like 5K per month, he was posting on LinkedIn. Essentially, he started to post on LinkedIn, and by posting on LinkedIn, he went from 5K to 20K per month, then 20K to 50K per month, and now is like probably above like 400K or something per month, which is insane within 2 years. And his whole strategy is to post on LinkedIn and have his team posting on LinkedIn, and what they are selling is that they're selling lead generation services. And so this is interesting because why it works. This guy is selling cold emailing basically, and he's getting like a 400K plus per month. And so typically he's still doing cold emailing, right? And this guy is probably also doing cold emailing, by the way, or LinkedIn outreach or whatever. But the thing is, when you're building a personal brand, what do people do when they receive a cold email from you? What they're gonna do is that they're gonna check out your profile before replying to your cold email. So if you build trust online with a solid website, case studies, and a high social media profile, you'll get more positive replies to your cold outreach, and everything gets easier. This is pretty much what I've done with my own SaaS, Breakcall. I'm not running an agency, but just by posting content online on X and on LinkedIn, we've built trust over time, and we've managed to churn people using like legendary CRMs making billions of dollars like HubSpot or Pipedrive. And basically what happened is that they went to our software because they got some trust from our videos and from our content online. All right, guys, it's time for an ad break. Like I told you, I made this video from the info I gathered from my agency customers. So you can go to my website and dive deep into all the different case studies. But essentially what we do is that we are a CRM that updates the boring stuff while you sell. So if you never use a CRM, it's basically a system to manage your leads. And we do this across email, LinkedIn, etc. But the thing is, in a traditional CRM, it's such a pain in the ass to manage it, so people, they tend to give up. And here you have nothing to do. Essentially, depending on your email and LinkedIn conversations, the leads will move automatically in the right buckets in your sales pipeline. And so you see here, the software noticed that Christian booked a call, and so automatically it moved the persons to the book to call stage, and I've done nothing to do this, which is awesome. And so from there, your only job is just to focus on this dashboard and just to execute the tasks that have been prepared by the AI. So your focus is just to sell through email, phone, LinkedIn, Telegram, and WhatsApp. The leads, the prospects, they move automatically in the CRM. The tasks are created automatically, so you just show up and do conversations. And that's pretty much about it. Like, you know, like there's a lot of stuff I can talk about, but that's the most important thing. So make sure to go to breakcall.com. You go here, you click on start free trial, or you click on try Breakcall free. You have a 14-day free trial, so enjoy it if you want to have results like the guys in this video or the guys that you see right now. Cheers. All right, guys, and final learning is that they're not afraid to charge a high price. So the rationale behind this is that you don't want brokies to pay for your agency offer. So whatever your offer, if you have like broke clients, you will have a high churn. Basically, by having high prices, you're gonna filter out the people who are not your ideal customer profile. Essentially, you want the business that functions and that scales, and so you don't want people who churn. The second thing is that you will have less competition. I know it sounds weird, but by charging more, you will be in a realm where very good clients will consider you because they will assume, like everything, it's like luxury, right? They will assume that you have a great product. And it's like you know, like buying like Yves Saint Laurent clothing or like a Patek Philippe instead of a Rolex or whatever. You will have a much bigger value, and you will be able to attract a whole different class of clients by charging high. Not a lot of people have this thinking, and because of that, they are stuck with only little clients that churn a lot, and it sucks. But if you're charging way more, you will be able to have more retention and you will have less competition, which is amazing. And so the question is, how much are they charging? And the answer to this is that usually they will charge $3,000 per month minimum, and then you have like different plans, different offer plans, and so it tends to be like between like 3K to 7K per month for the highest offers, but the average I would say is more like 3.5K, 4K per month. And they have a minimum of 3 months retainer pilot, where basically, depending on the offer, you can argue that you need to try it at least for 3 months to 6 months before getting actual results, or just because you don't want the high churn, you're forcing your clients to have a big retainer. Alright guys, if you like this video, make sure to subscribe to that YouTube channel for other bangers like this, and click on this video to learn how to pick a CRM for your team if you're a busy CEO. Cheers, ciao.